Hey Steelers fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into our Pittsburgh Steelers news and rumor video here with our free agency grades, as Pittsburgh's been very, I'd say, active so far in free agency. We're going to talk about every single person they've re-signed or gone out and signed in today's video. First, though, a couple of thoughts. First, hashtag Steelers down below in the comments section. I'm doing a Steeler mailbag video for our subscribers down below. And let us know in terms of the internal debate happening here at Chat Sports and also on the channel. Are the Steelers black and yellow or black and gold, right? And I think it's black and gold. I like saying black and gold. I think gold is more fun to say than yellow. Obviously, the color is yellow, and so either way, give your thoughts down below. Weigh in on black and yellow versus black and gold, our internal battle happening here at Chat Sports, and ask your Steeler-related mailbag question in the comments section. Be a subscriber, hashtag Steelers, ask away right now. All right, so let's jump into our Pittsburgh Steelers free agency grades, as they have been extremely busy over free agency. I mean, we're talking about internal candidates that they've re-signed, guys they've gone out and gotten, new quarterback, new linebacker. They have done a very good job, and a lot of national pundits have said the Steelers have had one of the best overall free agency periods of the 2022 offseason. So let's just jump into the grades and the internal guys first, because there are a lot of them. I don't want to go through them pretty quickly here. First, of course, Chuck's the offensive tackle, bringing him back. A little expensive deal there. I think that some people are like, is he worth the money? But you need a solid left tackle. They keep him at LT. Robert Spillane, the linebacker, they bring him back for some depth overall. Arthur Maulet, the cornerback, again, some more depth signings internally, so not necessarily any big names here just yet. Myles Killebrew, the safety, they went ahead and brought back as well. Dwayne Haskins, they signed to a deal. Where's he going to not play? Where's he going to be? Is he quarterback 3? Is he quarterback 2? Are they grooming him to be the backup? Will he compete for a starting job? Who knows? But they went ahead and brought back Dwayne Haskins as well, which I think was smart because I think he fits well with what the Steelers are trying to do. And finally, Ahkello Witherspoon they brought back as well on a 2-year deal. I thought that was a solid signing. Depending on what they want to do at cornerback, he adds a lot of depth and, again, a comfortable guy the Steelers defense knows and has actually played alongside last season. Overall grade for the internal guys is probably an A-. Like, I have no issues with any of these internal signings. The big one, of course, is Chooks in terms of having him as the starting left tackle. That was a question a lot of us had in Steeler land. Would they keep him? Would they let him go? Would they draft somebody? The rest of these guys are all probably role players, backup players. Nothing going to be crazy here. Maybe Witherspoon pushes for a starting job, but overall, I think the Steelers did do a good job in terms of internal guys. They signed the ones that I expected them to. We'll give them an A-. Let me know down below, who has been your favorite signing so far? Now, this gets into the external guys as well. We're going to get into these, right? You have Trubisky, you have Mason Cole, you have Daniels, you obviously have Myles Jack. Like, who has been your favorite signing so far? And I'll give you a teaser right now. Mine is at the quarterback spot, and I'll tell you why coming up here and in just a little bit. But the quarterback spot was something that I was very curious to see what the Steelers were going to do, and I think that they did a pretty darn good job. Again, I mean, maybe I'm a little biased because I really thought that Trubisky was going to be heavily sought after, and you'd have to pay way too much money, and then they got him for a pretty good deal. So give me your thoughts, though, again, down below. What or who has been your favorite signing so far during the Pittsburgh Steelers free agency period? I'm going to read through these and see where Steeler Nation is at right now. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into, of course, the external candidates the Steelers have gone ahead and signed, starting with the quarterback, and that is Mitchell Trubisky. Again, just mentioned him a couple of minutes ago, really a couple of seconds ago. I love this signing. Like, I absolutely love this signing. I am of the camp and of the belief that Trubisky was a talented quarterback coming out of the draft who wasn't ready. And this happens all the time in the National Football League. I think Sam Darnold was talented, but he went to a terrible spot. And when you're at bad football teams with bad coaches and bad organizations, you're not only trying to learn to play the quarterback spot, you also have to win right now. So there's this like, well, I want to develop as an actual quarterback, but in games right now. And so I think Trubisky was thrust into a bad situation with the Bears. He still did win, technically. He took them to the playoffs, but being able to go to the Bills and sit behind Josh Allen, who was built up the right way, and sit underneath Brian Daboll, who's a great offensive minded coordinator, now head coach. Just a great move overall. I give this an A-. I think that this can really be a monumental move for the Steelers. If you hit on Trubisky, if he becomes the first-round draft pick he was drafted to be, then you just got your quarterback for pennies on the dollar. And you get 2 seasons of him for pennies on the dollar. And if he does stink and he's no good, then you know what? You move off him and draft somebody next year. You can bring in a backup. Obviously, you still have Haskins. You still have Rudolph. You could draft somebody this year. But I feel confident in where Trubisky is at. And I really think this was an absolutely fantastic signing. Again, A- for my grade for Mitchell Trubisky. If it turns out that I'm wrong, you can say that I'm wrong. But then I'll just say, well, you paid him nothing, and you can just move on and get somebody else. So no harm, no foul, right? I really like the Trubisky signing. I think it was absolutely fantastic. Let's move over here to the next player, and that is Mason Cole, who I also very much like, adding some depth and possibly a starting spot at center for the Steelers offensive line. We knew they had to improve the offensive line, but they had to go get somebody. They just re-sign Chooks and say, we're good to go. Green looked like he was a man kind of lost at the center position, one of the lowest rated centers from the National Football League, according to Pro Football Focus. So bringing in the guy who has been very, I'd say, consistent and has been very established at the center position, I give it a B+. I think this is a solid move. And again, you create competition. If you have two potential starters at the same position on the offensive line, the winner wins out, and then, you always have the depth in case he kind of backtracks during the actual season. So overall, B+, I think they did a good job on the offensive line. Is the Steelers O-line fixed, right? What do you think? It was one of the worst ones in the league last year. Is it fixed? Type Y down below for yes. If it is not, then I guess go down below and type N down below for no. Also, of course, subscribe for an upcoming mailbag video. We are doing a mailbag video, later on, I think Friday, maybe Saturday. Either way, we're going to get one done here at Chat Sports. If you guys want to comment down below, #Steelers, and be subscribed. Any question you ask that's good, we might pull it and answer it on a future video. All right, let's move over here to some other people they have signed. We'll go to James Daniels, obviously, kind of I would say swing tackle. Can you say swing guard? He's played both right and left side. I don't think swing guard's a real thing, but right and left side of the field, a good depth guy. Will he start? Will he not? That'll be the question. I think, though, B+, like I said, depth. You create competition and depth at positions of need at left and right guard. And the fact he's played both of them, I think, is absolutely fantastic. Big fan of the Daniels signing. Again, I think that you can still draft somebody in the NFL draft if you needed an offensive lineman, but I feel pretty good about where they're at. They won't be bottom half of the league this year, I can tell you that for sure. If we're going to move on, it's getting hot even up there in Pittsburgh, even though I'm down in the south. It's hot here in the south, but it's hot in Pittsburgh. But you need to be repping your Steelers wherever you go. Pick up this hat and shirt combo, 25% off right now with our link, chatsports.com/Steelers combo. I mean, go to this right now. Pick it up because it's on sale. And the Steelers stuff doesn't become on sale all the time. The offseason is the place to go. You go ahead and get the really cool color in terms of the Steel City football shirt with the establishment 1933, and then the hat as well. $29.99 right now. That's basically $10 off in terms of overall price. Even though it's 25% off, but $10 in terms of the price. Pick this up right now. Link down below in the description box. chatsports.com/Steelers combo. All right, let's move over here to Levi Wallace, the cornerback they signed from the Buffalo Bills. Now, the question is going to be, is he going to start, right? Now, you wonder if they're going to draft somebody, too, this year. I think with Witherspoon staying, and then you bring in Levi Wallace, they're probably going to be fine right now. I do think that there's still room for a rookie cornerback, but I do like the idea of bringing in a guy who has been a very good veteran. Injury's been a little bit of an issue for him, but I think Wallace is a good signing for Pittsburgh. We'll give that one a B- as they try to retool the secondary and make sure that it's a strength of the defense and not a weakness of the defense, because obviously the front line has obviously been the strength. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap up with, I think, everyone's favorite signing. If it's not Trubisky, it's this guy. It's Myles Jack. I mean, Myles Jack coming into the black and gold, black and yellow, either one. Fantastic signing. I mean, I know that he went downhill in terms of what he did last season. His numbers were not the same during the peak of his powers in Jacksonville. He's 26 years old. Like, he is extremely young. And in 88 games, he has 513 career tackles. Like, that's insane. I think this is the best signing they've had. Give this an A+. Him and Mitchell Trubisky were two fantastic additions because I really think that you're trying to fix key spots by also getting some discounted veterans who are still young. Does that make sense? It's like a word, it's a salad there, but it's like you get veteran players who play the National Football League who are on cheap contracts because they've been up and down in their careers, who are also young. Like, that's a bang, bang, bang. It's a trifecta. I think that that's a fantastic thing by Pittsburgh, and I love the idea in the addition of Myles Jack. Is he going to pop and be as good as he was in Jacksonville? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, that's the hope. There's no guarantee, but you got to at least try, and for $8 million a year, you couldn't do much better in terms of a team-friendly deal. Drop a like if you love getting Myles Jack. I think most people do. I think most people like the addition of Myles Jack. If you do, give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's wrap up with this. Overall free agency, great. I agree with the national pundits. They did a great job, A-. I think overall this was a very good offseason. Now, are they done? Maybe not. They need a receiver, but the receiver core is now pretty bleak. Are you going to draft one at number 20 overall? That's kind of my one question mark because they didn't do much in terms of free agent wide receivers. Obviously losing the president and Raymond McLeod, and now Juju's going to the Chiefs. Like it's a little bleak there, wide receiver. You got to fix that. So that'll be where you get ticked in terms of the grade. But I'll give it an A- because I love Trubisky and Cole and Daniels and Wallace and Jack and the internal guys as well. I'll end on this. What's your grade for the 2022 free agency class? I say A-. What say you? A, B, C, D, F. Give me a plus or a minus. I want to hear from my loyal followers down below in the comments section, you guys here on the channel. All right, ultimate today on our Pittsburgh Steelers news and rumor video breaking down the free agent signings. Make sure you guys are subscribed for our mailbag video later on this week. Follow me on Twitter @RealThomasMott. Ultimate for today. Signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.